line. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and he loses the football a second time, and the defense has come up with it. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. All the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for them. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score. LSU Tigers 42. Ducks nothing.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Fielded right around the 8. It's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Ferguson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
The 33-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw is Barrett. In trouble, and he's taken down.
So the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and some
Perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen.
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Gives him some room. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown.
Well, if you're into cheesy movies, you would title this one A Have to Remember, wouldn't you? His second return touchdown of the game.
What if I'm not into cheesy movies?
Well, go ahead and get into it, man, because I just did it, and you're going to green light that one. How about those returns? Maybe they ought to think about not kicking him.
Yeah, they might want to go away from him in the future. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score. Tigers 49. Ducks nothing.
So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. From the 6. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Barrett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And a fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Barrett. And caught by Cameron right side. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll work it across
reach midfield inside the 45. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game.
It's overground. And as the defense have it, they do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Game offense.
So that'll back them up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throw here complete on the right sideline.
Complete to Alexander.
This young quarterback does have a support system of former players and teammates. In fact, he heard from former Tigers like OBJ, Jarvis Landry, Leonard Fournette, Jamal Adams. All have reached out to him on social media in the days leading up to this semifinal. Open man is Holmes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion down. Is gone. With a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rolling to his left. He'll run it. Whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's good for another LSU.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
LSU field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. LSU fans saying, hey, Tommy who right now, they're pretty happy. They lead big as we reach halftime. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Taken in at the 3. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire...
This is caught inside the 15. He's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And this offense is running away with this one. And that score gives them a little more separation in a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score. Tigers 67, Ducks nothing.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On first and 10, here's Barrett. And his throw here's incomplete. Cameron, the intended receiver there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
On the carry, it's Ferguson. Oh, my goodness, he loses it again. And this will be scooped up by the defense.
Ball carrier.
And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Eluding the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously, a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And we'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Over the middle, it's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And it's taken in at the 9. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. This LSU squad has been sensational. A championship game appearance squarely in their sights as they come up on 1st and 10. Is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. Oftentimes you see quarterbacks scrambling, they get out, and they forget the vision to look up and say, well, I've got some real estate to run here. He recognized it there.
I love that observation because normally they get out of the pocket and they're thinking, how do I find someone open to throw it to? In this case, with all that yardage ahead of him, he took off and gained it.
After the touchdown, the LSU Tigers kick team out there to send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. Now the ball comes loose, and this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
He's going to take off with it. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first. 1st and goal, Kelly. Breaks a tackle. They're spinning now. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
He's going to let one fly here for Avant. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Here's Kelly on 4th down. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. The Ducks come up now, 1st and 10.
LSU Tigers 81. Ducks nothing.
They'll run with Ferguson. And he's able to get him a small cushion before being taken down at the 5, a gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
right back to Ferguson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. Bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. Barrett looks to throw on first. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for number 6.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again, Barrett. And it's incomplete.
Intended for
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 3rd down, Barrett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44.
trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Kelly. Oh, look at that. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. My word, it'll be nothing short of a monstrous loss on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down and very long. They'll drop to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Decent gain on the scramble is 6, but now it's 4th.
6 yards. It's 4th.
On 4th down, here's the option. Short as they stop him on 4th down. They come up short here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a front handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Barrett, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. And he will take this. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10.
The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. On 1st down, Barrett to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And now here is another interception.
interception. He's picked off at his own 46. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And it hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. So on the strength of 2 touchdown passes courtesy their junior quarterback, the LSU Tigers are moving on to play for a national championship.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
It's because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you?
I know you're upset. But that dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. And wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game. It's the LSU Tigers and the Clemson Tigers.
You okay, son? Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here! Hurry!
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
One shot. That's all any of us ever really gets. I waited my whole life for my one shot at being a head coach. And here I am. This is your one shot to go out there and show the world who you are. Are you the guy who's going to lead this team to victory? Or are you going to be remembered as the guy who got caught up in the moment and let it all slip away? I know you're worried about Tommy. Sure, we all are. But this is your one moment. Now get after it, son. Get some.
The pressure perhaps getting to this young quarterback as LSU trails at the break. Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season.
LSU takes over 1st and 10. at their own 19-yard line.
The Bengal Tiger offense, if we differentiate them, they are set for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Big hold of the 30. As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the carry is Kelly. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40.
You know what? Why don't you just start?
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A great play there. 52 yards. And LSU has jumped out in front. After the departure of Tommy Matthews at the half, the offense able to regroup and put the football in the end zone.
Yeah, that's something they couldn't accomplish in the first 2 quarters of this game. So finally, finding their way downfield. I think Coach Red O'Brien, he hadn't shown a preference for either quarterback. But this kid who's out there right now, one thing we know about him, he's a fighter.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I was just going to say that, Charles. He's a fighter, and he does have plenty of upside. We know that he can lead. You and I, sitting with him this week, didn't you just see a guy who could step into any locker room and control the presence of his teammates?
No, I just remember when we left that room, you said 2 things to me. I think this...
And he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players?
And he will take this in. Touchdown, LSU. From 21 yards away. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Well, since he's come into the game at quarterback, 2 trips into the end zone, and this offense starting to look remarkably relaxed.
I love that description because it's evident to me, and it's evident to everyone watching, and now everyone's getting the memo. He's not a backup. He's played just as much as Matthews has this season.
Yeah, that's the thing, Charles. There's the old adage of if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Well, I think they're taking that script and throwing it right out the window because they're saying we've got 2 quarterbacks, and we like them both.
I love the way you just said that. Not in this case does the old adage hold up. I think we've got a new one. They feel like they've got 2 good quarterbacks, and the offense should respond no matter who's on the field.
Exactly. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Defense.
No.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it'll be a turnover. This is going the other way. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Running, it's Drake. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset.
1st and 10 at the
on the delay. It's Kelly. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
8-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Setting up the screen to Kelly. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And LSU adds on to their advantage. Remember, Charles, with Tommy Matthews under center, they weren't able to get the ball into the end zone. They had a single field goal, but he exits the game at half. And this offense since then, they've been on fire. That's the third touchdown in this second half.
Yeah, I'm sorry I jumped in there on you there, partner, but you're exactly right. I was thinking the same thing you were. On fire. Third touchdown this second half. He's taking this offense and squarely put it on his back, and he is actually carrying them, and what they believe, to the national championship podium.
Well, time will tell if they will be on that podium and hoisting that trophy. Throwing on first down. Cooper. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Intended for number 15.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
On second down, Jewell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
He was taken down.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Cooper now on 3rd down. And only coughed it up. And this is picked up by the defense. Room here to run.
Cooper's pass complete.
There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he is into the end zone for an LSU touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And LSU adds on to their advantage. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Man, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. This one taken just inside the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Clemson Tiger offense, have to specify that. They're set for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
First down pass.
Well, I'm guessing that we're both just a little bit puzzled here. They had a lot of success on the ground this drive, but they went away from it here, and it'll wind up costing them. I know it's hard to really blame them. If you see defenses starting to stack the box, it's a good time to go to the air. But on the flip side, if you're having success, why not keep running it?
My goodness, it'll be a disastrous loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a 2nd and about a mile here.
2nd down.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and forever.
Big loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
12 yards. Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it here. Dancing to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it.